Hi, everybody watching this back. We are here to talk about Miss Universe Thailand preliminary competition. So I'm going to let everybody try to, filter in here. And then we're going to do a live discussion, which I have never done before. But I was supposed to do a video on this, but there's such a quick turnaround into finals that I'm like, I don't think I'm going to have enough time to sit down and get dressed and do all that and then edit and then upload the video. But I want to talk about the girls, especially since I made my favorite, I made a favorites list like I always do. So I'm like, I don't want to not talk about Thailand. It's been such a great show. So I'm here with my favorites list. I got it in front of me. It is, what time is it? 8:30 in the morning for me. And here comes everybody. Hello, hello, hello. And before we get right down to the business. Hi, Chloe. How are you? I woke up this morning to fighting in the Discord. Why are we fighting in the Discord? The children, the girls are fighting. And I walked in there and like shit hit the fan, and I'm like, what is happening? So I am going to have to do some back reading to understand what's going on. But clearly, as I've said before, we all need to have a face-to-face conversation. We need to have a discussion. Okay, all of us, members of the Discord, the nobility and everything, because you guys are at each other's throats. And I'm in my DMs in the Discord right now watching, listening to somebody or watching them type. They're giving me explanations and whatnot. So yeah, we need to have a discussion about the Discord, and I'm going to do some back reading because I don't mind disagreements, but I don't want all out civil war in the kingdom, guys. So we're trying to. They're like, worry about Discord later. Yes, we're here to discuss Miss Universe Thailand. So we're doing a favorites list live early in the morning. You guys, I was gonna do it last night, but I went to bike night because all the new people wanted to go to bike night. So I'm like, let's go. Then I got back and it's 10 and I'm tired. And I'm like, I don't want to give you guys sleepy me. So you get early, fresh in the morning, just out of bed, no makeup on, once again, looking a hot mess me. Woo, missing a nail. This side, yeah, because I changed my motorcycle brakes yesterday. So Miss Universe Thailand, we have to give them props for the outstanding show, outstanding performance. And I didn't get to say this in my Miss Universe Thailand video, and I forgot about it. Miss Universe Thailand gives me all the vibes, all like the it girl vibes. They used this song in the swimwear competition. It's Dirty Naughty Bitchy Me. I have been listening to that song for years. For years, because it's such a vibe. It's such a bad bitch vibe. And I think I've only seen a pageant use that song once because it's kind of edgy. It's a little bit sassy. So I really like that Miss Universe Thailand did that. Like, Miss Universe Thailand allows their girls to be sexy, be a bit naughty, be themselves. I think Miss USA and other organizations really play up like a princessy vibe, and it's really inauthentic to just what women's nature is, which is why I don't appear a certain way on my YouTube channel all the time. I'm very honest and straightforward. I will say the occasional, naughty word every now and then. I don't think I'm a sailor or anything, but I feel like it's just authentic to be myself. And I like that Thailand did that. They're allowing the girls to be a little bit playfully sexy, a little bit naughty. The fact that they used that song just sent me over the moon. I was like, yes, yes, this is what I love. Because did I have breakfast? I did have breakfast. But other organizations tend to force the girls to be, I think, too like put together, too teenage-ish. It reminds me of like teenagers. They want them to just be perfect little prissy little angels, and I'm just like, they're not. They're grown women. I'm trying to get this laptop because I'm dual computering it, so just so if I need to monitor the chat section, I can. So the show quality, everything fabulous. The musicality, I don't know what was going on with the singers. I saw some jokes being made about the singers. Number one, I think they're typically just singing the same section of song constantly, so I feel like they should have been able to do better if it's only that one part you're singing the whole time. I don't know what was going on there, but to have those singers singing the entire way through is it's really difficult. It's really, really difficult. So I don't really care that much, though. I want to talk about the girls, and I do have my favorite top 10 list here right in front of me, and we're going to talk about it. Hi, Spotlight Stealer. Thank you so much for the super chat. Friendly reminder to kindly refrain from spamming in the chat. Yes, don't spam the chat, guys, because they will put you in timeout. I would prefer that nobody get banned over chat messages unless it's just like ridiculously racist or over the line or something, but stick them in timeout if they're doing the mostest. All right. Miss Universe Thailand. Now, I know a lot of people were on my neck about MUT number 22. And I made sure to go over her performance particularly. Let me minimize myself right there. I have the preliminary competition up and ready to go. I'm hoping it's not going to create any copyright issues with Thailand and they don't block the live stream for future viewers so that they know we talked about this. Otherwise, I'm going to feel real darn bad. So MUT 22 was a favorite, I think, of a lot of people, and people were on my neck because they thought that maybe I didn't like her or something. So I checked. I do believe it is this woman as soon as I find her. I do believe it is her actual final walk. Let me see what number we're on. Is this her? Yes, that's her. So I was watching her, and especially during evening gown, but even here too, something seemed a bit off. And she wasn't going to make my favorites list. And I said this in the Discord, and then everybody told me that it is her farewell. She's leaving. Apparently this will actually be her final appearance on stage because she's supposed to be getting a PhD from Harvard, as I am told. Oh, I'm going to talk about you, number 21. We're going to get to you. We're going to get to you. Because this evening gown was giving me like finals, a farewell type of performance. She was very emotional and, all that. And I was like, what is happening? Why are you acting like you are the outgoing queen? But apparently she actually is leaving. So we want to say farewell to this lovely lady. Once a queen, always a queen. Just because you're not on a stage or on a pageant stage doesn't necessarily mean you're not a queen. Don't want anybody to think that. That's another thing that I have to give Thailand props for. I'm so freaking happy about the selection of evening gowns, you guys. I am so beyond. I am beyond happy. The amount of variety Thailand gave us in these evening gowns is insane. Insane. I'm so freaking happy. Their evening gowns, it's so diverse. It's so colorful. The different textures, the different colors, the different fabrics. This is what pageant evening gowns is supposed to be like. I'm not supposed to be looking at the same silhouette and the same cut and the same slit and the same everything, the bead. I'm not supposed to see. It should be as different as these women's natural personalities. I've waited so long to get fun evening gowns back, and Thailand was giving me all the different colors, varieties. Where's number 2? Number 2 had such a queenly gown. I loved it so much. I don't know what number we're on right now. I have no, oh, there it is. I love this gown. This gown was amazing. So good. So good. I love this gown. So just thank you, Thailand, for the variety. The variety. I've been asking and dying and pleading and complaining all this time, and Thailand finally read the room and gave me exactly what I wanted. Hi, Kira. How you doing? Okay, so what time is it there? It is 8:35, and we are going to jump in to my Miss Universe Thailand list. And since we're doing this live, we can ask questions. We can kind of talk about this in depth. It's my first live stream official favorites video. Woo for us, right? Me and my, morning time. It's actually I'm wearing a shirt for the gym later, but whatever. So at number 10, it's so much fun. We're doing this live. At number 10, I have MUT number 27. So let's pop back up into the swimwear competition and check out number 27. Those intros were fun too. That's 26 looking like. All right, MUT number 27. Let me make sure. Is this number should be 27? Yep. All right, I'm gonna back it up again because even her entrance onto stage was fantastic. Absolutely outstanding. Look at that. Beaming, happy, confident smile with a fun little twirl. She's still got that smile, but you see the fluctuations, change of face, change of emotion. She's feeling herself on the stage. She's happy on the stage. Makeup is to die for. She's got that kiss of blush. Now, she did force that smile a little bit too much at the end, but for the most part, that was a really fun performance. That was outstanding. I'm super proud of 27 for that. I want to pop into her evening gown. For in regards of a swimsuit performance, that was really freaking good. That was really good. I feel like her biggest issue is probably going to come during evening gown because that swimwear is fun. What number is this? Oh, That's 31. We're not at you yet, girl. We're not at you yet. Ooh, 21. We're going to get to you too. Don't get distracted. Don't get distracted. Because every time I see, there she is. Every time I see one of the girls, I'm like, I want to talk about all of them. All right, let's back her up. So 27. I think her evening gown is what brought her down because her swimwear performance was pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Let's see here. Very happy, but see her happiness, it's a genuine happiness, but I can see her nerves and I can see that she's trying to hold that smile even though she's nervous and it's turning into a nervous smile. That ending pose still needs a little bit of help. You see how she has got this awkward little foot happening over here. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'll enlarge and hopefully you guys can see it, but her leg's not entirely straight there. And her ankle has like this awkward tilt to it. It's not the most graceful poised pose. My face, I'm hoping my face isn't blocking that. Let me get me up here. Let me move me out of the way. I'll back it up a second. Hopefully I didn't do too much. I did. Of course I did. Of course I did. I can't do anything normal. Everything I do's got to be too much. Yeah, that ending pose has a bit of an awkward stance. And then she forced that. She did the little force of the smile, head tilt, a little bit of a chin chuck. When girls are trying to force it too much, they'll give a chin chuck. Yeah, the exit wasn't as confident. So her evening gown's going to need some work. That walk in the evening gown, the transition, her evening gown just needs work. But overall, the confidence, the aura, the energy is there. In fact, a lot of the Miss Universe Thailand competitors really have a fantastic energy. Like, their energy is outstanding. It's so good. All the girls know what's expected of them. All the girls are giving this supreme amount of confidence. All the girls are like, they understand. They're trying to showcase themselves in the most fun, natural way possible, which I so like, I'm jealous. I so wish the United States girls would do this. You can tell the difference between the behavior of the competitors from Thailand and if you watch the United States. The girls from Thailand, they just have this confidence, this aura. They know what's expected. The girls from the United States are still trying to put on a 1990s era pageantry showcase, and it drives me insane. Insane. Alrighty. I'm still in the Discord. I still see what's going on in the Discord too. I got a laptop here. I got a phone here. I got my desktop here. I'm watching everything. So who's saying they can't see something? I'm hoping you guys can see everything because I'm watching it back over here. So I have the playback to make sure you guys can actually see stuff. So that was number 10. My number 10 is number MUT 27. Let's do number 9. Who's number 9? We're going to pop back into swimsuit. Number 9 is at the tail end of the swimwear competition. My number 9 is MUT number 29. So that's who I'm looking for right now. We got 26, 28, 29. There she is. All right, little Miss Smart Sassy Pants. She's got the sass, she's got the flex, she's got the energy. Once again, transitions in the face. A lot of these girls have fantastic energy. We're just having like technical issues here and there. You know, they'll go for like a sleigh face, but it seems too model-esque, as if they're posing for a camera. We don't want your movements to seem like you're posing. We want it to seem natural. So this girl, you can kind of tell she got a little bit posy, especially towards the end. She got just a little bit posy. She flashed us a great smile. She's got a little bit of sass, but once she gets to the end, you can see that she's like, all right, pose for the cameras. And she doesn't have the natural energy that some of the other girls are bringing. The top 10 are really, really good, but like the top 5 are just out of this world. So even number 29 is really good. And even still, she's not stacking up against some of the girls that are further up the list. And that's just like, that just comes down to like natural energy and authenticity. And it can be real difficult. Let's pop up another spot to number 8. Number 8 is going to be MUT number 10. Which, and that's another girl I think people were on my neck about. Oh, that's number 1. We need number 10, please. Is she in? I'm not sure she's actually in the yellow or not. Is she in the yellow? Is she in the yellow? I remember you. What number are you? Up 10. Okay, that's why. This is number 10. I love the bouncy hair. Well, when the hair is just put together, when the hair is just done, I just love it. I just think it's so amazing. We need to work on end of the runway poses. I want to rewatch that because I was watching the chat for a second. I was watching the chat. So she's giving a fun little flirty, flaunty flex walk, which is swimwear, so you can be a little bit of attitude-ish, but she's not necessarily forcing the energy. But we do need to get working on those ending poses because they get down to the end of the runway and then they just kind of, they lose the fluidity a little bit, I think. Crown, everybody's talking about Nicole. Look, you guys know that it's Nicolene, I think, but everybody's talking about her. Yes, she's on the list. I'm not telling you where she's on the list, but you know I didn't drop her off the list. We're getting up there. Give me I want to acknowledge all the girls. Yeah, when the hair just, oh, so good. So good. So good. So good. See, we're at number 8, and even still, she's real good. We need to work on that ending pose. I want to see her evening gown. Let's check this evening gown out on number 10. I totally forgot to talk about 21. She's not on the list, but I want to talk about that gown. We'll do an intermission for her. I'll turn the music off because I don't know how loud it is and I'm not trying to blow out anybody's eardrums. What evening gown was number 10 wearing? I love that gown on you, number 2. Fantastic. 8, which means you're 9, which means, where's 10? Here we go, number 10. Yep, this is what her problem was. It was evening gown. A lot of girls did drop the ball during evening gown. I wasn't as thrilled watching some of these girls in evening gown. When you hold your hands, both hands on both, yeah. She's got her hands on her hips the whole way, and then she stumbled into her ending pose, and then she overdid it. She overdid it. Nothing about that seemed natural. That was a very Miss Grand performance, and it wouldn't even get you the Miss Grand title. You wouldn't win Miss Grand like that. It was her evening gown that brought her down. Yeah, no, I'll rewind it so we can see it thoroughly again, but gown looks great on her. Styling, immaculate. Face is great. She kept her hands on her hips way too long because then it just seems stiff. Her face, she's feeding us with her face the whole way down, but her body and that ending, she stumbled into that ending and then did unnatural hand gestures that had no fluidity or purpose. Nope. You would, if we were in Miss Universe finals, she gets cut because of that. Not okay. Oh, hi, Spotlight Stealer. Thank you for this super chat. You put number 2. Oh, I don't know who that is, and I don't want to mispronounce names. I see what you're saying, though. Patraporn, is that who that is? Just put Patraporn number 2, and I'll be good. I don't know what number she is. I'm doing this by number because I'm terrible, and I don't want to mispronounce anybody's name. So, I don't know. Let's see where she is. So, that's number 10. What, 10, 9, 8. At number 7. We're at number 7. Oop. I don't want to lose my little book. I'm always dropping stuff. Let's pop back up and find my number 7. Oh my God, the intro outfits were so good. What the hell was going on here, by the way? What was that? The 1950s overly done pompadour wigs. Yeah, okay. I know who I'm looking for. This competition is so long. All right, that's number 1. My number 7 is MUT number 14. And I'm trying to see what number this is. I'm not sure if she's 14 or not. That's 12. Okay. 13, 14. Oh, I remember you. She's got this like super happy smile. Like she's just like, she was given all the joy in the world, all the happiness, all the everything. Girl was happy. Girl was singing. Get it, sis. This is a woman that seemed like she was legitimately having fun on stage. Like she was actually like, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to walk on this stage. She still gave, facial transition. I like the showcase of emotion. You can see this woman's emotions as she's walking, as she's performing. She doesn't seem uncomfortable whatsoever. I think she's another one that probably lost it during evening gown. Evening gown was knocking out the girls, just killing them. Just killing them. I kind of like this gown, but this girl, look, intermission, right? Because this is not the girl I was talking about. This is the girl before 14. I honestly like the creativity of this gown. It's sexy and classy at the same time. Like it's fun, but she did not know how to work it, babe. You didn't know how to work this gown. Making me sad. Ugh, I like the creativity. God, Thailand, thank you for these evening gowns though. Thank you so much for these evening gowns. Okay, we need number 14. She comes after you. Stop hogging the spotlight. It's not your camera right now. Come on, 14. 14, I moved her up after I did a recheck of my entire list one by one. I had to move her up because she was real fluid during this evening gown. She was. But it wasn't as flavorful. There's not much flavor coming from her evening gown. It's not bad, but it's not like giving you that iconic status of like uniqueness. It's not entirely memorable. It's not bad whatsoever. But are you going to be talking about this evening gown performance next year? I don't think so. And that's one thing that a crowned Miss Universe does do. She leaves an impression. We remember their evening gown walks forever. Forever. This is just not a very impressionable evening gown walk. Yep. All right. So that was number 7, right? I should have a pen over here. Let me grab a pen. Because I only put number 1 and 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So we're up to number 6. How different, by the way, because I meant to back check this list and I wanted to back check this list against my Miss Universe Thailand video to see how different my list was. Because this list is based entirely off of preliminary performance. So that's all I was looking at, just in case anybody was wondering. This is just who was the best in prelims, period, the end. That's it. We're at number 6. All right. MUT. No, I know you guys are trying to get to her. We're going to get to her. Stop it. All right. My number 6 is MUT number 17. And here she is. Nice little flexi turn. It was very well executed, girl. I like the energy. She's got great eye connection, a little bit of sass, happiness. This is Miss Universe caliber performance. She could be on a Miss Universe stage and she'd be great. That was honestly really good. She gave us many different emotions in this. Very comfortable in this. Like, the swimwear performances as a whole were much better than the evening gown performances. This is a great swimwear performance. A little sass at the end. That's great. So let's see what happened during evening gown, because I feel like evening gown is also probably what kept this girl down too. Every time I land on you, there's a girl with this belly dancer-esque evening gown that I'm not hating on by any means, but her performance, I'm going to talk about that later. We're going to get through this list just so I can talk about her. We're looking for number 17 and you're 11. No. Fast forward. Nope. After you. Give me 17. Let's see what I remember this gown. You see, and I keep saying everybody doesn't need to do the same silhouette, the same fabric. Look at this beautiful lush velvet. Yep, it was the evening gown that brought her down as well. It's not a bad evening gown, but it's not a winning evening gown performance. These ending poses and transitions need help. They need work. What's happening here? She came down pretty quickly. She was using her face, but her body and movements aren't as graceful as it should be. She's like shuffling. You can see the shuffle back and forth. And then she gets to the end of the runway and you can literally see her stop and like pose. when it should be a fluid transition to a stop into a, you know, a smooth pose. There shouldn't be any distinct breakups in the performance. Everything should be super fluid, and it wasn't entirely fluid. Evening gown got her too. She like stops and then turns and then, okay, leg out and do the pose my coach told me to do, and then turn and walk away. Now, she is my number 6, so it's not to say, you know, obviously she's not terrible, but if she were to improve, it would have to be within the evening gown performance, because her swimwear was great. A lot of these girls' swimwears were fantastic. All right, comment check. What's going on? Hi, TK. They said they're Thai fan. 18 and 19 are your favorites. Okay, we're at number 5. So now we're doing top 5. My favorite top 5. The top 5 are great. Top 5 are always great. They're always great. Hopefully Thailand doesn't get into the habit of doing what the Philippines likes to do to me. Philippines loves to take one of my top 5 and just flick them into the wind as if they don't matter. So, number 5. Who is number 5? My number 5 is MUT number 19. So let's see where we land here. I need the one after you. Here she is. MUT 19 is my number 5. Little flossy flexy, give us a happy smile. Flex face, stunt on us, queen. Stunt on us. She's gorgeous. She's beautiful. That. We need to work on that. She did this little, it was not a smooth finish. The transitions. I love the natural confidence. It's just easy for her. I love that. But when you get to the end and you get to your pose, it should be pretty fluid, but her faces are to die for. Her aura is to die for. It's just little technical things, but those little technical things matter. They matter a lot, especially in high level competition. You can call me nitpicky all you want, but you're still going to lose. So just saying, it's better to be nitpicky and prepared than overlook these small things that are going to get you, I don't know, 3rd runner up. Wait, who are we looking for? 19. I'm over here going to 29. It's number 19 at number 5. So we got to back it up. I wish it was easier to just jump to specific numbers here and there. Like if I could just type it in. That's 16. Did she have that? That's not. Oh, I loved this. I loved this gown. This blue was amazing. I loved this. Oh my God. This is one woman I think her evening gown brought her up. This evening gown with the color. I keep telling girls about colors. Look what this color is doing for her. Her evening gown performance is awesome. Awesome. Awesome, girl. Awesome. The fit, the face, yeah. She had more problems in her swimwear than her evening gown. She's one woman that did better in evening gown than anything. And this evening gown is stunning. It is stunning. Look at that blue. And it's not just because my favorite color is blue. She is, get out of the camera. It's not your turn. She is amazing in this blue color. Oh my goodness. Outstanding. Sexy, sultry, gentle face. Her walk is smooth. She's giving us grace. She changes into happiness. You can see the change in emotion, but it's the pure confidence. She slows to a stop and slowly puts her arms on. Like everything should be real fluid. And yes. Her evening gown was great. Great. She had problems in swimwear, but came back in evening gown fighting. This brought you up to the top 5 because I was second guessing myself for a second. And I do that sometimes. I will rewatch like my favorites list and be like, why are you my number 4? Because you're not that great. And then I'll watch a different performance of her and I'm like, oh yeah, her evening gown was like bomb. Her evening gown was killing. It was slaying. It was stunning. It was everything. Yeah, her evening gown, blue is meant for her. Like, her evening gown was so good. Like the performance, the construction of the gown, like it was great. So she is my number 5. So now we got to go find my number 4. Luckily, she's not too far away. My number 4 is MUT number 18. Here she is. Now it's your turn to be in camera. See, girl, I told you, you just got to be patient. You'll get your time. We did you already. Goodbye, sweetheart. All right. This is number 4. We were right next to her evening gown performance, so we can start off here, but whatever. Once again, now I'm going to pause it. A lot of people love these see-through-esque beaded gowns, but you see how it's possible to do this gown in a color? Because everybody keeps going for silver, nude, and all those diamond-esque things. She did the same like popular silhouette, which I mean, whatever, but she did it in a color, which honestly I think looks fabulous on her. It looks fabulous. You're slaying, girl. This was pure slay. She gave pure slay an evening gown. Just nothing but slay. Nothing but slay. And I could see pageant fans going nuts over her just because of, look at that face at the end. Did you just eye me up and down? I'm sorry, what? Replay. Ridiculousness. You sassy little, oh, this girl. This girl. Look at the face. Look at the eye connection. You can see a little bit of happiness and joy, but she's giving pure I am a queen face. And she's got like a smirk of a smile. She gives a smile, but it's more of a smirk. It's more of a sassy, yeah, I know I'm the best type of thing. And then the eye connection at the end of the runway. And she lingers with that face before she looked me up and down, you guys. Oh, this change of face was so subtle, but you could see the change of emotion. But her overall aura is very sensual and sexy and come hither-ish. Her eyes are she's so good with her eyes. Her eye connection is so good. It is hypnotic. I love her eyes. And throughout this entire performance, she is staring into your soul, daring you to not crown her. And I'm like, so good. That she's telling you with her face, I'm the best. The girls backstage are nice. They're beautiful women, but I'm the best you're going to get tonight. So feast on me. I love it. She's amazing. This is Miss Universe energy right here in this evening gown performance. Now, let's not get too excited because you know we got to peep her. We have to peep her swimwear. So let's go find number 18 swimwear and see if she didn't let us down there. I'm hoping not. I'm really hoping not. 18, you wouldn't do that to me, girl, right? You wouldn't. Where did we land? This is, oh, okay. I need to know what number. We need 18. Is this her? Yep, sure is. She's gorgeous. Stunning, babe. Stunning. You're stunning. She's gorgeous. She is the definition of serving face. Look at her face. I look, God, girl. She, her face. If anybody wants to know what it's like to serve face, yes, this is what it means to serve face. See, and she did change up her different performances. She goes from happy to sultry. She does all that. I don't even mind that little bit of a, look at the eye connection. The eye connection on this girl. When we say serve face, this is the girl that I'm talking about. This is what I mean. Look at her face. She said, I'm the bomb. I'm everything. Look at me. Aren't I amazing? Yeah, you love it. You love me. I'm the queen. This is why I tell the girls, like, when you perform on stage, it's okay to have a slight air of, arrogance or whatever it takes for you to get to that level of this girl. The audience isn't going to know. They're not going to know the difference between your confidence and, perceived arrogance. They're not going to know when you're performing. So when you're performing in swimwear, flex on us. No one's going to be mad at you for it. And this girl flexed on me. And I love her for it. I'm sure she doesn't behave like that off stage. Obviously, that would be weird. But on stage, it's totally fine to throw your hair in people's face and stare at people and give them the sultry eye. Like, look at that. I love it. She stared into my soul, my whole being, and told me, like, I'm your future wife. I'm like, girl, I'm not even into girls, but you're intimidating me into loving you. And I do. I love you. It's amazing. Thailand this year is super strong. It is. It is. The top 5 are like, oh my goodness. She did slay. She was amazing. She was amazing. Okay, we're at that was my number 4. Number 4 was MUT 18. So now we're at number 3. And this is a big change up. This is a big change up because this girl barely made my list last video. So to see her this far up, that's improvement. And we're going to give her her props today. We're going to give this girl her props today. My number 3 is MUT number 31. You guys were on my neck about her. And I said, which I still stand by this, her swimwear performance before prelims, it was very flat. It was very one note. It was not multi-dimensional. Yes, I could tell she was walking, but she wasn't really giving me emotion. I think number 31 in her original swimwear performance was trying to give me what number 18 just gave us. She was trying to serve face, but it was not as convincing as number 18, but she made some clear improvements and she's in my top 5. So here's number 31. Little sassy thing that she is, and she finally gave us a little bit of a smile and change of emotion. This performance is much more dimensional, and I can see more of her natural personality than I could see, you know, during her original swimwear performance. She has that eye connection. She gave us a smile that she didn't give us last time. She had different faces here, especially at the end of the runway when she left. She had like a little bit of a smirk of a smile. There are different types of smiles that you can give, and there's girls that are displaying that in this competition. You don't always have to give like that bright beaming smile. You can give a sultry small smile. You can give a smile with teeth, with no teeth. You can give a half smile. There's different emotions and faces you can make, and that's what it means to be, you know, dimensional. I want to be able to see all your emotions translated into your performance, into your face. This evening gown was so cute on her. It's so cute. Like it's just cute. This is not an evening gown that I would ever pick for myself or maybe even another girl, but it worked. It worked. She didn't have as much emotion showcase in her evening gown performance. She looked stunning. You know, and that ending really saves this performance because the rest of the way through, she wasn't really giving too much emotion. We can still get some subtle changes out of you, girl, but you can see this is the most improved girl on my list. She was at the bottom of my top 10. I think she was like number 9, or pretty sure she was like 8 or 9. So now that she's up at number 3, she's doing a lot better. I think she probably just has issues every now and then showcasing her emotions on stage because she's probably aiming to be too controlled. She's controlling herself too much. Spotlight stealer. No, I really wanted 31 on the number 2 spot. So close. Well, I mean, she's here though. She's here. You guys were on me about number 31 and you're like, no, she can do better, I promise. And I'm like, I'm only ever going to judge the girls based on what they give me, not on what the public's perception of them is or who's a favorite in the fan base. Most of the time I don't even know until after I post my video anyways. So I go in completely blind and then you guys scream at me later about, oh my God, but she's a fan favorite, as if I care. I'm just being honest. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. All right. So we're at the top 2 and I'm looking at the chat. Looking at the chat. There's at least one person that's going to be at least half disappointed. Half disappointed in me, probably, at least. So let's do number 2, which it's probably going to be a surprise because I haven't seen a lot of people talking about her. I'm looking in the chat. I haven't seen her number pop up. I don't know what to do. What number is this? I need to back up even more. We need to go back to the beginning. What number are we at? Who is this? Who this is? Oh, this is a final walk. That's 11. Okay, back it up even more. I'm going to my number 2. I should have checked and saw what her number is. What number are you? That's 7. It's not number 7. What number is this? This is probably 8. Alrighty. Well, here's my number 2. At number 2, I have MUT number 9. Number 9. All right. Happy. She came out happy, excited. She's giving us flex face and a little bit of flaunt. She's giving me fight. She's giving me, I want this. I'm going to fight. I'm loving she didn't overdo it at the end. That ending was super fun. And I love it when girls do that. When you give a turn, it gives you an opportunity to do a really great transition with your face. And she did. She gave a nice little flirtatious smile right into the camera and smiled as she walked away. This entire swimwear performance was so much fun. So much fun. Like, the whole thing is just like fun. She's just happy. She's having fun. This can totally be on a Miss Universe stage. Easy. And she would make finals with this. No problem. This is a finalist caliber Miss Universe performance. And then a smile and a flirt away. Absolutely. That's the type of girl that gives you a performance that leaves you wanting more. You're just there and you're like, can I have more of you? Because I keep rewinding her because it seems like she's gone too fast. Why are you gone so quickly? I like watching you. Look at that natural happiness. Look at her go. That is a Miss Universe performance. That's a Miss Universe performance. Just boom. Miss Universe performance right there. Miss Universe performance right there. She was great. Let me see her evening gown, because her evening gown might have set her over the top too. Because my top 5, I went back and forth on where I wanted to put them. So she probably did really well in her evening gown. Oh, that's our bye-bye girl. She's leaving. Is this you? Is this her? Yes, this is her. Yeah, there was one girl who I thought was doing really well, who had this type of gown design, but she like held it the whole way. It was really weird. All right, let's see what we got here. She didn't overdo. She probably should have slowed down during evening gown. She shouldn't have gone as fast as she did. She did trip. She bumbled. But I try not to fault girls for little trips every now and then, because her overall grace and performance, I like it. If you can recover from a bumble, then I'm not going to be mad at it. She does need evening gown. Her evening gown, I think, brings her down a little bit. She's not as consistent as other women in evening gown. She's not. Which means I think everybody knows who number 1 is. I think everybody knows who number 1 is. And she was number 1 on my original Miss Universe Thailand list. And she's number 1 here. And she's keeping, why am I going backwards? She's forwards, but she's keeping her number 1 spot. Like, if somebody thought they were about to take her, you're not taking her spot. She's still amazing. She's still out. There she is, number 16. She's still number 1. I don't care what y'all have to say about her height. I don't care what y'all have to say about nothing. I don't care. She's number 1. Boom, period. Look at the face. Look at the serve and the slay. Great posing on you. Please. Her overall consistency is so good. She is consistent. She's consistent. Oh, I love a consistent competitor. What number are you? We talked about, okay, so I need to back up a little bit. She kept popping up on my screen. She's not a competitor that overdoes it. She's got like the perfect in between of serving, but remaining graceful, remaining poised. You guys expect me to scream about white. Yes, she probably would have looked better in a color, but this is a fantastic performance. Fantastic evening gown performance. Now, I have a criticism of that skirt toss at the end because I'm nitpicky and we know this. So don't complain about it because you know me at this point. So, we're analyzing this. So she comes out with this absolutely magnificent face, completely serving, both hands on hips. You can do this, but you see how she doesn't keep both hands there the whole time? She drops one. That's great. She gets to the end of the runway. Now this part, you can see when she's reaching for her slit, like she's grabbing at it, but she's trying to do it without looking. I think she like missed it a couple times when she was grabbing for it. That's going to need to be a little bit more fluid. Her hand probably should have went down her leg slowly into the slit, and then she could have grabbed it to throw it. I don't want to see your hand reaching for your gown. It's distracting. Everything that you do should feel spontaneous, seem natural. I could tell that she was about to do a dress throw by the way that her hand, was going after that slit. But that's my number 1. She's number 1. She's still number 1, and she's number 1 for a reason. I mean, I would be floored if this girl didn't make top 5. I don't know what her speaking ability is like, but everybody has been telling me that she's an excellent speaker. Everybody has been like, she's got one of the best. She's one of the best speaking wise, and she 100% does serve. Like, anything that I'm going to say is wrong with her is nitpicking, which, I mean, I like nitpicking competitors because I want them to win the Miss Universe title. I'm looking beyond Miss Universe Thailand. I'm not just focused on Miss Universe Thailand. I'm talking about, I want to see you in the big crown. So for this girl to get the Miss Universe title, these little nitpicky things do matter. She's going to have to smooth out that transition a little bit. But she's number 1. MUT number 16 is my number 1 still. I don't think my list is too jumbled. I don't think so. I will read them off. Number 10 was MUT 27. Number 9 was MUT 29. Number 8 was MUT number 10. Number 7 was MUT 14. Number 6 is MUT 17. Number 5 is MUT 19. Number 4 is MUT 18. Number 3 is MUT 31. Number 2 is MUT 9. And number 1 is MUT number 16. Now, I did see questions about number 2. And honestly, number 2 would have been on my extended top 15 list. Number 2 has, she's got some, I think, some transition issues. Because I went back and forth on her to see if she was going to be able to squeeze into any space on the list. And I couldn't say that she was better than any of the girls that I had on there. But I'm going to pull her up anyways. And I want to talk about number 21 in that gown because it's bugged me so much that it's still in my head to this day. It's still in my head. Okay, this should be no, this is not number 2 because I wouldn't even considered that. What is going on with your walk, baby girl? She was just forcing it, and that walk is a wiggly wobbly. Okay, yeah, you're not number 2. No. There she is. There's number 2. So I had questions about her, and I had initially wrote her down. She just barely didn't make the cut. Yeah, transitions. Nope. You see, watch her face. Her walk doesn't seem like she has the best posture or stability, but she's got that happy smile, and then she just immediately drops it into a sleigh face, and it drives me absolutely insane. That's so unnatural. She just drops it into like, okay, time for picture posing time. And then she look at that. No, she gave like a camera-esque, I'm going to open my mouth, drop my eyes. That works for photography. It doesn't work in video. It doesn't work in live format. Like you could see, she's like, I'm going to pose for the camera. And she like opened her mouth and just, yeah, no, just not going to know. That's a no. Number 3, you're going to bug me to death. I'm not dealing with you right now. I just can't with you right now. Can't. I love number 2's gown though. Number 2's gown was simply magnificent. Where's she at? Where you at, girl? I'm fast forwarding. That singer was so giving me Cher vibes, Cher. All right, that's number 1. Why was she, this was like, my Sweet 15 type of deal. I don't know. Okay, number 2. Don't distract me with certain performances. Okay, number 2. So she was trying to serve face, which I appreciate. We all appreciate a good serve. The gown was great. This is very queenly, very fun. That's unnatural. If she was going to do that, she should have picked it up at the bottom and then held it out between 2 fingers. This whole evening gown performance seemed too forced. She was trying too hard. It was too hard. She was going too hard. And even still, I was looking for a place to stick her on the top 10, but I couldn't justify putting her on the top 10 because she was forcing it too much. She so badly wants to be perceived as, you know, this sort of vixen. Like I can tell the vibe she's trying to force, and whenever you force anything, no one's going to like it. Even though she's still a very likable competitor, she would have been on, you know, my top 15 list. The reason she didn't make top 10 is just because I can tell it's so forced. And now, I'm sorry, number 21, girl, if you want to yell at me, but I'm about to talk about all this. Where's 21? Because, oh, girl, it's because she's so pretty. She's so fun. What the hell look, somebody explain this. I need explanations, okay? I need explanations. I love I love chiffon fabrics. I love flowy gowns. They're so much fun, but this is not the girl I'm talking about. But your gown was so much fun. This lime green gown, loved it. This ethereal gown should have been amazing, but she does not know how to wear what she's wearing. She's doing everything in the book. She's throwing everything at the wall and just seeing what sticks. This walk is not graceful. She's shimmying down the runway as if she's some sort of burlesque dancer. And she's just twitchy and flitchy and throwing her chin and she's touching everything in the world. You see how she didn't even know what to do with her hands. This performance, and it drives me nuts because she's gorgeous. It drives me nuts because I see the potential in this girl and everything that she had working for her. And the fact that she squandered it in front of me sends me through a chimney, like on fire, like flaming Pokemon. I wish she was my sister just so I could run in the next room and just slap her. What were you doing? She looked so good. She looked so good. This girl is so pretty. She's so freaking pretty. The dress had potential. The girl has potential. And what were you doing in this performance? What? Explain yourself. So if you ever wonder why I get like irritated with certain girls, it's not because I'm mad at them or anything. It's because I saw the potential and they ruined it. This gown honestly is very creative. It had so much potential. She's not even wearing it properly. What's up with the crazy laugh? What's up with, why did you do all this? Watch her hands. Her hands are about to grab all over the gown. She doesn't know what she's looking for, and then ends up like throwing an arm behind her back. It does nothing for the overall performance or the dress. She didn't even get a gown throw in there. Why are you performing like this is a straight Victoria's Secret runway? And like, what were you doing? It drives me, that performance, because the gown and the girl, it could have worked. It could have worked. And she didn't let it work. I don't know what happened. Does she not have coaches? What happened? The potential. I want to see her. What was her swimwear like? Just for full context. Because since I've made myself curious, that's 16. So what are we looking at? 21? I'm searching for an explanation that I know I'm not going to get, but I'm bothered to the point of looking anyways. Okay, that's 22. There she is. She's freaking adorable, you guys. This looks like a final. This is a final walk, so I gotta back it up even more. They're giving a run through. She's so freaking cute. Oh, we're still doing the final walk. Now we're at number 20, so I need 21. Am I tripping? That should be 21. Okay, I was gonna say, so that's her. She comes out super, super happy. That pose was weird. She's so cute. Look at her. She's adorable. She's adorable. And her walk's not even like bad. I can see the nerves in her face. She got nervous. Her swimwear performance was not nearly as messy as her evening gown performance, but she's so cute and she messed it up. Oh my God. Why did you do this to me right now? Why? She really, I'm just going to go through evening gowns now because the swimwears were really good, but see, you're going to trigger me. Stop it. No. The evening gowns deserve special attention because Thailand gave me such diversity. I don't really like this gown. It did nothing for you. This did nothing for you. Nothing. She looks like a teenager, babe. Why did you do that? I'm going to just go through all the gowns because I love Thailand. Thank you so much for the gowns. Like legit organization, coaches. Look, I'm going to give my own thank you speech real quick. Thank you, Thailand, for fulfilling my dreams of diversity when it comes to evening gowns. Also for showing the American girls how to tan properly, because some of these girls have tans, but you can't necessarily tell because they're the same color from head to toe. For whatever reason, the American girls want to make sure that face stays really white, but the rest of their brown is giving me ethnicity. The girls from Thailand, those of them that did tan, they're tan from head to toe, which is fine. Head to toe. And whatever they're using to tan is better than what the Americans are using. I think the Americans are using rub-on tans. They're using like spray tans, and the Thai girls are using like they're in sunbeds. This girl's skin complexion is amazing. And I know it's natural, but still, it's just outstanding. She's like gilded and bronzed and everything. But she could have, hold on. This performance. I like the creativity of the design of the gown. She just didn't know how to work it. She just didn't have the confidence. Babe, you just didn't have the confidence. You needed the confidence. That's what you needed. That's it. She doesn't have the technical training. Why did you guys skip number 4's performance? Her performance was not that bad for y'all to be cutting her performance out, okay? It's not. Why do we not have this level of creativity in the United States? Now, this gown was a little bit iffy, and honestly, I think it's the hairdo, okay? And I'm checking the chat for answers to this, but you guys tell me if you've ever seen a pageant queen convincingly pull off a very harsh bun. You see, she's got a bun on the top of her head. It's really harsh and it's really big. And I don't think I know of any pageant queen that's ever made that hairstyle look good on stage. Every time I see a bun, it's like a soft bun is nice, but that bun, it's giving me like Miss New York, 2020, when she had the dinosaur egg on top of her head. I don't like the bun. I didn't like the bun. I like this gown. I do. It's different. It's giving her a little bit of edge, but she's not giving me any edge. And your knees are not straight. Your legs are not extended, sweetheart. They're not. They're not. Your styling is awesome, but... And I can tell she has a tan. Her face is a little bit lighter than the rest of her body, but it's not overly done. Like, I've been trying to tell the USA girls, like, you guys have just watched Thailand. They're doing it right. Vietnam does it too. They don't give me crazy tans. I only complain about tans when it comes to USA. That face was scary. She like stared. She just, some girls think they're giving a slave face and they're not. They're just not. Oh, the transitions. No, why are you, she's, whoa. The transitions, babe, the transitions and that stumble. We clean it up. Clean it. That yellow looks fabulous though. I love the designs. Off the shoulder, I'm a sucker for off the shoulder, okay? But that silk fabric, why do we not get more silks? Did we watch you? I feel like we did because you're walking real good. You must be on my list already. I think you're on my list already. Yeah. Her face. The subtlety. Oh, the bumble. And I didn't want to falter for that bumble because the rest of the performance was still great. It was still great. And I trust her on a Miss Universe stage than some of the other girls. So I'm not faulting her for that bumble. We saw you. You move on. We saw you too. See, this gown, there's nothing special about it. That's why I keep telling girls, don't wear these beige gowns. Don't wear them. Because this girl she's great, but like, is this gown really doing anything for her? Is it really like, it's just, at this point, this is just a basic gown. You might as well have just worn a white tablecloth because everybody wears this gown and we've seen it done better. So there's nothing special about it, but that over the top hand position arm thing that she did, it wouldn't have worked on a Miss Grand stage. It's definitely not going to work on a Miss Universe. This one was interesting because it looked like she had necklaces draped all the way down her body. It was interesting. It was real interesting. I like that she let it just flow. But there's not much dimension coming from her face. Her overall walk was really good, but she wasn't really feeding us with her face. The styling on these girls is amazing. I just wish she gave more in her face. But this is an interesting take on a white gown. It's not necessarily boring. What's this one? It's yellow, and it's prelims, so this is a perfectly acceptable prelim gown. Is it super standout? No. She's throwing her arms and it's driving me nuts. Stop throwing your arms. And now she's throwing one arm. And now we've got the awkward pose at the end of the runway. I like that she does the look back and everything, but you're throwing those arms. This is not graceful. This is not graceful. It's not graceful. We need some refinement here. I did talk about this gown already, which I like the creativity. I love silks because it's such an elegant fabric. Anytime you wear silk, automatic elegance and classiness. And she added it with like the silk gloves, but the cut is very sexy. She just didn't know how to rock it. You got to put this gown on a sultry woman. She tried here, but it's coming off as very forced. All the posing and yeah, it's got to be fluid. It's got to be fluid. Think Catriona when she does that turn and she like moves her hair simultaneously with the turn and it just flows into one another. All of her poses flow. We want the flow. Is this another white? We did talk about you. This is my super happy girl. I remember you. Gown's nothing special, super, but it's a perfectly acceptable prelims gown. I don't pick on prelims gowns too much because they're prelims. Finals gowns better be amazing. She drove me nuts. Put it down. She carries this thing like she is a superhuman about to jump off a rooftop. She was ready to fly and she held it the whole way. You can do a gown toss. You do not carry your gown the whole way. You are not a superhero. You are not. You do not have super flight powers. You're not going anywhere. And then there was the seam. This is why it's important to pay attention to construction of gowns. This seam, you see that seam flying in the back of her gown? A seam is where two different fabrics join together. So there's this big line in the back of her gown that's flying in the wind that I can see, and it's extremely meant to be flung in the wind. These are things you got to check when you get your performance gown. I don't like that seam. And that's not really on the fault of the designer. This girl, like, this gown was not necessarily meant to be flown that way. I don't like that seam. I'm being picky, but whatever. I don't like it. But this performance was, she's just flying. She's just, I believe I can fly. I'm happy when a girl believes in herself, but that's just not what I was aiming for. Number 16, you're my number one. Yes, we know, girl. She's just here to remind us. Are we already on number 16? Why are we staticking? Why are we doing this? Are we having connection issues? That was scary. I just checked everything and it was like connection issues. And I'm like, what's happening? We talked about 17, which I love that velvet. Velvet is very elegant. Silk gives you more of a sexy elegance. Velvet gives you more of a mature elegance. And I liked that. The color off of this one was outstanding. Look at the variety in evening gowns that Thailand is giving us. Now watch what happens when we get to Miss USA. I think we're still using Sherry Hill. Are we still using Sherry Hill? I don't know. But we don't get this type of quality from evening gowns in the United States. Our evening gowns are much more boring. They're not nearly as intricate or creative. This blue is so good. It's so good. Oh my gosh, this gown looks amazing on her. Look at the connection in the eyes. Oh, you see how it's great. She's not flinging her arms. Her pace is fluid and slow. She doesn't shimmy back and forth. We don't have too much shoulder movement. She doesn't move too quickly. Some girls move too quickly in and out of their poses. And she gave a slow taper off into the back. It's so good. So good. So good. I love a good performance. All right. This was an interesting gown. I like this one. We don't get a lot of greens. This was a very fun lime green. The girl didn't know what she was doing. She didn't. You look gorgeous in this, and you gave us nothing on this runway. You looked perfectly happy, but she looked happy to even be on stage. It doesn't even look like she was trying to win. You weren't really fighting. You were just walking, showing off, like, look, mom, I have a pretty dress. You didn't serve face, babe. You didn't give us a turn in that beautiful green flowy gown. You didn't stretch that leg. You gave no sultriness. Like, come on. She would have done great in a teen competition. But that wasn't, why are you doing this on the way out? And then you held it too long. You should have did that on the way in, not on the way out when everybody's like moving on. And then we've got our little beautiful belly dancer here. I'm obsessed like with this gown, and just, she didn't do anything with it. She has the perfect body for this gown. Her boobs are like perfectly placed. And those of us, with natural boobs, that's how difficult that is to do. She looks amazing in this, and you didn't work it. You just didn't know what you were doing. I could cry. I need to stop watching this performance. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. She had all the potential in the world. I'm mad at you. You hurt my feelings. She's so cute. She's adorable. And I liked this gown too. This is a farewell, because I was not happy when I saw this performance, because I'm like, why are you behaving like this? Everybody says you're a favorite and you're not even fighting, girl. You're not even trying. You're crying as if you know you're not going to make finals. I was so upset at this performance until I found out that this was more her farewell performance, because my literal notes say this is a farewell performance. Like, I was so upset. I'm like, why does it look like she's leaving? But she is. So it's okay. It's okay. I actually liked her gown though. Some people were like, oh, I didn't like the gown. I liked her gown. I feel like if she actually was trying to win, she would have done really well in this gown. It's beautiful. It's different. It's got fabric. It's got color. She does stand out in this gown because it's so different. Everybody keeps choosing the same silhouette. Like, this gown probably looks stunning in person, but I mean, at this point, it's just a gold gown. I like the top of it though. It's like a corset. I like that. What's going on here? She didn't really give much, though. She didn't give much. It's not like it was bad. She didn't really mess up, but she didn't give much. Oh my gosh, yeah, my coterie. I so need to give you guys an update on what is happening. I so need to give you guys an update what's happening in my personal life. Okay, this one, 24. I remember 24 because she almost made my list too. Her swimwear performance was really, really good. Her evening gown really brought her down though. She's one of the most drastically different scores that I have on my score list is 24. Because her swimwear was really good, but that evening gown brought her down. It's creative, and I was willing to let her get away with, the gown, but she's walking in this gown with no grace. It's very heavy. You can kind of see her stomping a little bit. You can see every time she places a foot down, it's a heavy walk. It's not graceful. She's walking as if she's in, a fashion show, not a pageant. There's no grace there. And I don't know what that was. She threw herself forward, but it wasn't graceful. I was willing to let the gown slide if the performance was okay, but it's not graceful at all. Her swimwear was outstanding, so I wasn't expecting this when it came to her evening gown. Okay, look, okay. Y'all might be mad at me for this one. I'm going to check the comments before I talk about it, though. I'm going to check the comments. I don't know what number I is. I have seen people talk about I before. I think I is on my list. I do believe she's there. Hi, Yolanda. I see you there. So this gown actually upsets me. I don't like this gown. I don't like this gown. I really don't. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't like. It's very rare that I say I don't like a gown, but I really don't like this gown. I really, really don't. It seems like the fabric was cut from the Joann's kids fabric section of the store. This looks like the fabric that you make children's bed sheets from. Because they they like the stars and everything. It just seemed a little bit generic. And it was driving me nuts. This is like what I expected Miss USA to wear during national costume. Blue with the stars and stripes and everything. I wasn't a fan of this gown. I really wasn't. It drove me nuts, actually. It's just, yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. No, I don't like it. I don't like it. All right, this one was really different just because it was so beige. I'm honestly happy it wasn't white. It's interesting, but she did not work it. This is a Mrs. performance. I expect this from a Mrs. Oh, that ending was rough. That was rough. That whole thing, that was rough. That was rough. Oh, another silk. This looked great on her. This looked fabulous. And I can see designers have to learn. You can combine different textures, different fabrics with different colors. There is no reason I should be getting the same design constantly over and over and over and over and over again. Meanwhile, that poor singer back there was struggling through all of this. They had that man singing the whole time. And for whatever reason, he just couldn't hit one of these notes. I'm going to see what happens if I do this. Because I don't want it to be too loud. I love the song. I was singing along with this. I was like, ooh, I love this song. Love song, baby. I love it. This gown, it's a perfectly fine prelims gown. It's a little bit interesting, though. Is that like a mesh texture? It is. It's an interesting setup here, but once again, she wasn't working it. He did better with that note. But this singer was singing the same section of song for so long, you guys. For so long. Another silver one. It looked okay on her. It did. I'm not going to take from it. It does look okay on her. Am I in love with the gown? No, I'm not. I'm not in love with it. Rip, beep, 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 beep. What other gowns we got after this? This one was acceptable. Girl, y'all got her messing up on camera. Stop that. Distracting the poor girl. Yeah. You see, this one, it's white, but it has a different, shape. It's got a different cut. Just Thailand really showcased some creativity here. So I'm happy about that. Philippines does it a lot too. And then, of course, last but not least, we got Miss Thing here, which I loved her earrings. I loved those earrings. This was great. It's an eye-catching. This is a gown that actually does something for her. This is a gown that's so unique that it forces you to remember it. That's the power of an evening gown. An evening gown can sear you into people's memories, can make you just stand out that much more, can draw people in more. This gown actually brought her performance up. This did something for her. A gown can enhance you if you do it right. You can't just throw on something and be like, it'll be fine. I like it. This does something for her. Good girl. Much better. So, we have thoroughly discussed Miss Universe Thailand. Oh, by the way, opening number outfits were to die for. Like these Thailand, I'm sorry, you guys are giving me bad B energy all day, every day. These outfits that these girls were coming out with, outstanding. Like they're so unique, so edgy, so fashionable. You guys are some fashion queens over there. I saw these girls coming out in these outfits and I'm like, look at this. So fashionable. Outstanding. Give me all of the outfits. All of the outfits. I want all of the outfits. Every single outfit that came out was just so fashion forward. Such a statement maker. I don't know what direction they gave the girls in choosing these, but I'm happy that they let them have some individuality. Because like in the United States, when we have introduction numbers, everybody wears the same outfit. But if you're not, having these girls dance or anything, why not let them choose their own outfits? This was great. These outfits were so much fun. I loved them. So I'm going to check the chat. I'm checking. Who is that? No. Oh, message deleted already. All right. You guys got that person out of there. The singer will never forget those lyrics for as long as he lives. Nope. I doubt it. I doubt it. I doubt that he will. So, what are we all thinking? Who are your number ones for Miss Universe Thailand? Okay, and remember, we're not just thinking about Miss Universe Thailand. We're thinking about who can win a Miss Universe crown for Thailand. Thailand wants a crown. In my opinion, I think number 16 is the best shot you guys have at a Miss Universe crown. That's what I think. That's the best shot you guys have. Does anybody, I think number 16 is the best shot that you guys have, but I want you guys to put into the chat who's your number one pick. Who do you think is your best shot for the Miss Universe title? Because I want to see where we all stand. I see number 16 seems to be the overall favorite. Then we have 31 and 18. It seems to be between those three girls, but 16 seems to overwhelmingly be the favorite to win. I remember 31 pretty well. Let me see. Which one was 18? They're saying 18, 18, 18, 18, 16, 18. So I remember 16. I need to refresh on 18. It better not be you, girl. That's 19. Okay, good. Oh, Miss Happiness. Wait, is she my number? Is she 18? Okay, that's I. And that's my happy. Oh no, that's not my happy girl. I know who my happy girl is. So let me see here. No, yeah, that's a safe bet. She would have to improve some things, I think. Where's her evening gown at? I think, honestly, I think number 18 is probably going to overtake number 31 when it comes to finals. I think 18 might be a safer bet. Like 31 did really good in this competition, which is why she's ranked. She's number 3 and then 18 is number 4. But I'm kind of sussing that number 18 might overtake 31 come finals. What number? You're 21. I know that because you're traumatizing me constantly. I remember that. Oh, this better not be her. Are you 18? No, you're not. You can't be. You got to be number 9. That's 19. Yeah. No, I definitely see why people have bets on 18 because I remember you. Oh, she's the one with the fierce face. This is Fierce Face. That's why. No, okay, I see why people are on you. I got it. I got it. Refresher is there now. It's there. It clicked. Yeah, she's Fierce Face. That's why. She's Fierce Face. Her faces are to die for. I could see that. And you see, she performs. We don't see number 31 perform like her. Number 31 does not perform like that. And that's what I want her to perform like. And that's what I think she thinks she's performing like. She's not performing like number 18. Yeah. 18's a safe bet. I would take 18 over 31. That's for sure. I surely would take 18 over 31. I would take that over 31. If we're choosing a Miss Universe, I would take 18. And she should, I'm not sure number 9 and 31, because number 9 and 31 have been inconsistent. They did really good in prelims, but I saw them during the first swimwear round to prelims, and the consistency isn't there. 18 is consistent and 16 is consistent. Consistency is going to get you win. So we'll have to see, but can we all say, I think we're like 100% sure number 16 is going to make top 5 like that. I think that's going to happen. 18 100% should make finals. I'm gonna flip out if she doesn't. She should make finals. So I still haven't watched Miss Super, so maybe I should sit down and watch Super National. The reason I didn't do it like immediately is because I didn't know if it was going to get copyright struck. So sometimes the organizations will not let me, air a full reaction, which is what happened with Vietnam. I did a reaction to Miss Universe Vietnam and I couldn't put it on YouTube. I had to put it on Instagram. So go find my Instagram if you haven't, if you're not on it, because I do actually have full length reaction videos on Instagram. It's on IGTV, and it's because I wasn't allowed to upload it on YouTube. So if something's not on YouTube, 9 times out of 10, if I did make a video, it'll be on Instagram. I also have like live streams on Instagram where we talk tea about the girls and what's happening and what's going down. All that happens on Instagram. So find me on Instagram and you will find videos and you will find live streams. But I wasn't sure if Miss Supranational was going to copyright strike a reaction, because I've never done a reaction to them before. So it's not like I was neglecting them. I just didn't know if they were even going to let me do it. So I do believe that they are allowing YouTubers to make reactions to Supranational. So I likely will do that. Still not over first runner-up of Miss Universe Vietnam. I know, right? I know. Now, since I'm on live stream and we have thoroughly gone through my favorite list for Thailand, let's go Snoop, because I know Philippines is up to something and I didn't get to do a reaction to the full costume or anything. So let's see what they're up to since I'm here spilling tea. What's the last thing that Miss Universe not Miss Universe, it's Bitty Bitty Filipinas. I'm messing up. That's me. Because I'm like, wait, we chose a Miss Universe Philippines. All right. What is this? I don't know what this is. Are they performing in some way? Or are they just giving us a behind the scenes tea thing? I'm about to pull up costumes, because I didn't watch all of the costumes. Let's see. Coronation night, swimsuit competition. Did we watch? Yeah, we did. And I did a video on that. But I didn't watch I only saw a couple of the costumes. I didn't get to watch the whole thing through. So since I'm already on live stream, let's be nosy before I go to the gym. Wait, it says costume X fashion show. X fashion show? We're doing costume X fashion show? Is that what happened? MUT, I've heard, has the same time as prelims, 8:30 p.m. Okay, coronation night for Miss Universe Thailand is the 30th. And from my knowledge of worldly time zones, it should be nighttime in Thailand right now. So you guys should be waking up on the 30th within like a few hours, which is why I wanted to do a live stream and talk about this, because I didn't want to have to go through the process of editing and doing all that, because by the time I upload the video, finals night is already happening. So That's why I was like, let's just do a live stream and just talk about it on live. And I like talking about you guys anyways. Somebody said, what about number 29? Number 29 is number 9 on my favorites list for Miss Universe Thailand. If you're wondering. I've been trying, like, just fast forward. I want to see the girls, not the hostess. I want to see girls. I'm here for girls. I'm here for girls. Y'all are still on the stage talking, and I'm just trying to see some girls. All right, so this is what, a fashion show? A Shein fashion show? I just told Miss USA competitors and organization and people, y'all are being sponsored by Shein because, look, my voice is still cracking because it's still the morning time. They said put it on the last part. Oh, that's the costumes. Yeah, I think the costumes are probably going to be more interesting than the fashion show because they're not doing too much. Some of you girls don't know how to model clothes, but okay. Not my job. You guys' costumes. Miss USA, that's one thing we never have. Miss USA has never been best in costume, ever. Ever. We can pray and wish all we want. We have never been best in costume. It's because we don't look at the effort Philippines puts into these damn costumes. And then USA shows up in a literal Halloween costume. So upsetting. All right, dancers, I'm not here for you either. We can get a little music in here. We can do that. Hopefully we don't get in trouble for it. Oh, no. Where are the girls? I want to see costumes. There's so much happening and I just want the costumes. I just want costumes. That's all I want in life. All right, what's this one? Yeah, I love the intricacies of the costumes. She cannot walk in this, though. I don't know what's happening here. Why are you doing that? Why are you being weird? Stop being weird. She's being weird. It was very weird. I just want to see him. I just want to see what's happening here. I just like the creativity. My goodness. I'm checking that Liberty National costume. Look, okay. People be like, oh, why are you never talk? I talk mess about the United States constantly because our costumes is like the United States messes up more than almost anybody. Europeans are consistent mess ups too. They are consistently messing up. Does that just like not look fitted to her waist properly? Why did they enlarge her waist? Why is that waist not, why are you guys making her look like that? That's weird. That's a weird fit around her waist. This right here, right there. Why is a giant bubble out? It looks like the costume is way too big for her or something. And it's not like it was necessary to make the costume work. I feel like that piece is supposed to be on her hips, but it's hiked up to her waist and it's misplaced. It's misplaced. Ooh. She's living in a house. She's giving me she's giving me Three Little Pigs energy. She's in that little house. I love that little house. I need you guys to make me one of those. Next time it rains, I'm gonna wear a little house on my head. And I'm gonna put shelves in there with my snacks. So I can just reach in to my giant house hat and pick out my snacks. Very creative. Oh, I like the back of this. She's carrying like the grass and fields with her. I like that. It's giving me farmer-esque energy. Giving me farmers. Am I right? I don't know. I am a foreigner making up stories in my head. Too overly designed and looks tacky. It is a bit overly designed, but I mean, every time we see costumes from the Philippines, they like to be super extra. They love to be extra. And being that I am a deprived American who gets fed literally nothing from, my country, I'll take that little bit of extra. I will. It is overly designed though. There's a lot going on here. There's like a lot happening. Typically, if you do a costume, you want one clear, concise design that's easily identifiable and interpreted by the audience. This is not easily identifiable or interpreted by the audience. I like this. Okay, I like this. Good concept, good design, very elegant. I love this. It's gorgeous. You could almost do a rendition of this as an evening gown if you wanted to, but this is gorgeous. If you think that I wouldn't wear this in my everyday life, you got another thing coming. I'm extra AF. I would wear this to the grocery store. I don't care. I don't care. And the little girls at the store would love me. They would. That's a nice costume. I do like that one. Oh, is this Crazy Horse? Is this the Crazy Horse? I love this one. This is the ghost horse. This is the ghost riding horse. This is the stripper horse. And I'm saying stripper horse because look at how tall. You know, she's got to have on 10-inch heels in this costume. It's amazing. It is amazing. I love it. I love the feet. I love the hips. Like they went all out for this costume. I love this costume so much. And she still looks hot. She still looks good. I love this costume. It's amazing. It's so good. It's so good. She looks this yeah, I have the original reaction to this costume. It's in the other live stream, but this guy is so obsessed with this costume. They worked it. I wish we would see like more prosthetics and whatnot. It's a costume, like go all out. This is what I'm talking about. The South Americans keep coming with the same carnival-esque costume every year, and it's multiple countries that do it. And I'm just like, you guys can be more creative than that. Look at this. This is iconic. This is amazing. If I highly doubt she's gonna win the Miss Universe title, but I would say if she did win the Miss Universe title, bring this costume. Use that costume for national costume. Oh, she's the girl that wore she wore Catriona. It looked like she was wearing a whole pageant competitor. Yep, she did. She wore Catriona. That's cheating, because you know everybody loves Catriona. Is that really a costume, though? A costume is when you dress up as something. All you did is bring a giant inflatable Catriona. Which is exactly what Justine said. Just from the side, it looks like a giant inflatable. And I'm like, yeah, it's supposed to be a costume, not you dragging around a set piece. And I'm pretty sure the judges, like when they choose best costume, they factor that in. They're not going to award you for dragging a set piece onto stage. Like, you need to be dressed up as something. Like, you can't just be dragging around a cart on wheels. Huh. Absolutely. That's all weaved. That's weaving. You can't even tell it's woven. How did the weavy stuff? How did the weave? Where is the weaving? Do you guys see any of the weaving that was woven by the weavers? Because I don't see it. That's an immaculate costume. I don't see a single stitch. Outstanding. Those magical weaving weavers. Me like. I love the intricacies of the costumes. They're so much fun. What is this? What are you doing? The Munato Festival. Look, I'm learning. We're all in history class watching Pretty Girls. I swear if they treated history class the same way they treat national costume, people would pay attention. I just learned something. And it wasn't forced on me through school structure. Hello, Hiro. I see you in the comment section. Hi. I never got to see all of the costumes, so I wanted to kind of take a peek. What are you doing? What happened here? What did I stumble upon? No, I need an explanation. Oh, I didn't know they had a rodeo tradition over there. Very American of you. I had no idea. I thought that was something weird that Americans did. Didn't know that it had traversed the world. I know like Mexico does it too, but I wouldn't have guessed Philippines. Interesting. She's carrying like half a barn though. That's a lot. Seems a bit much. I feel like I would have felt better if she was like riding a bull down the runway. That would have been cool. Why she didn't have to carry the whole barn doors. That didn't have to happen. She's dressed as a barn. Why did she bring the doors? Sometimes I feel like Philippines is excessive just for the sake of it. Just for the sake of it. They just want to be extra, and that's half the reason I love you guys. You guys are this is extra. What is this? Okay, I understand that. It's definitely intricate. I just feel like it could have been represented better other than like a child's art piece. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? This looks like something I did in art class in 3rd grade. I know it's meant to showcase creativity in the weave, but I just feel like there was a cleaner way to make this happen. Because it really just looks like she let kindergartners build her costume. It's weird. Interesting. It's okay. I don't really know. I don't know. I don't yeah, okay, bye. I don't you're confusing me. My brain is a jumbled mess. Oh, this is pretty. This is cute. I like this. It's not really putting a lot of strain on the queen herself. You know, she's not forced to carry this big piece. It kind of just rolls with her and it looks like she's in a garden. I like that. That's super cute. See, work hard, work smarter, not harder. Because a lot of people insist on wearing like giant backpack elements and pieces and stuff. And she's just like got her own little rolly garden and she looks adorable. It's not even super huge. It's big, don't get me wrong, but it's not like super oversized. We've seen some oversized costumes. That one was really pretty. I like that one. Are you a bird? A flower. Haha, I was right. Okay, so National Backyard Competition. I'm dead. You guys are hilarious. National costumes aren't necessarily meant to be pretty, I guess. I feel like you should still be pretty in your costume, though. This isn't a very pretty costume. I can appreciate the representation of the bird, but I feel like it could have been constructed better. It seems a bit wild. But I mean, what do I know? I've never seen the bird in real life. Maybe that bird really does look like that. Maybe that's really what the bird looks like. Then the bird's, looking at me like, oh, you say I don't look good? You don't like my feathers? I didn't mean anything personal by it. I'm just saying, maybe it could have been constructed better. I don't know. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So this concept doesn't have a true concept. It's like a whole bunch of different concepts thrown together. I don't like that. Pick a concept and then stick with said concept. Otherwise, it just becomes a mess. The message doesn't reach the audience, and we're just sitting there like, wait, what? Is she a bird? Is she a pigeon? Is she a bridge? Is she what is she? Is she a person? What? There's like 3 different concepts in there, and I'm like, you should probably streamline that and pick one. Imagine if the girl on the horse tripped. Oh God. I'm sure she practiced. The Philippines doesn't play that. You're going to practice. That's one thing that they will do. Okay, this is a warrior. That's a straightforward concept that anybody can understand, and I appreciate that. Don't need to overcomplicate it all the time. Philippines sometimes gets bogged down in their own complexity because they want to be so special. But I would much rather have a country that tries too hard than a country that doesn't try at all. Designers are, look, so whoever's, I need a Filipino, you know, costume designer or whatever. Like, these costumes are so immaculate. One of you design my wedding dress in the future. Somebody please design my wedding dress. One of you people from the Philippines making these gorgeous costumes. Like this one in front of me right now, immaculate, magnificent. Design my wedding dress. My wedding dress would be so, like, first of all, I don't mind if it's extra. You can make it extra. Make my costume, make my evening gown super extra by all means. I don't care. Just the construction of some of these costumes is so good. The detail in it. I'm like, you can make my wedding dress. Who's your bet for winning the MGI title for Philippines? Oh, you already know. Zambalas, that girl. I want that one. Give me that one. I still stuck on her. I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. I want her. I want her. Is she dressing up as the drag pope? I'm done, Justy. I'm so done. But the accuracy of that comment, Justine. The accuracy. She said the drag pope. She's 100% right. That's funny. She's hilarious. See, y'all are hilarious. Yo, I was so confused for a second. I was like, is that a black girl on the stage? What just happened? Because she had I saw the mask from afar in front of her face, and I thought that was her face. And I'm like, what the hell? You know what? Pause. Hold on. This is a good example of how not to do blackface. Good girl. Good girl. Because you see what this girl didn't do? Instead of painting her face the color of the native people, which she has depicted right here, all she did was wear the outfit, and then she has like a scepter with a head on it. And that, see, that you did good, okay? You did good. This is an example of how not to be dumb. Good girl. Just good. And I like her she's got a whole little lemon tree in her basket. That's cute. I like it. Me likes. Me likes. See, now you guys know if this was France presenting this costume, they wouldn't have wore shorts underneath. France does not care. They wear a thong and nothing else. They will Moulin Rouge it. What is this one? She's pretty. What is the purpose of it? It's interesting. It seems more of just like a traditional gown. I don't know. Are there any other special gowns that I need to see before I, hop off in here and pack my lunch and stuff and actually, go do work things? I don't think so. That one was interesting. I want to see the front. Let me see. Okay, what? Detachable pieces are fun. That's cool. You know what somebody totally could do is do that, but turn it into like a volcano or a mountain or something. That'd be awesome. That'd be super cool. Love a detachable piece. Interesting. Creativity. What? Hold on. Uh-huh. Okay. You guys are hilarious. What is over here? She is a solar panel. That's what she is. She's channeling the sun's rays. That's what she's doing. She is the goddess of spoons and foils. I know, I'm being facetious. Don't mind me. It's 10 o'clock. My energy's kicking in. I'm going to say some funny things. That one's super intricate too. Super intricate. Ah, she's got baby deers. Baby deers. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is cute. That outfit's honestly kind of cute. Like you can make that into a wearable, workable fashion. It's really dressed up right now, but like I could see that. You could put that on like a performance stage, give it to like a Hollywood artist, a singer, Beyonce. You can make that into a full fit. That would be cool. I like that. And she's got animatronic deers. The deer is moving. It is moving. The United States could never. We could never. We could never. Oh, is this my is this Zambalis? This is my girl, this CJ. Yeah, this is my favorite. This is my favorite. CJ is my favorite. Me loves. I can't wait till we get back into competition for Penny Penny Filipinas because I just want to see what that girl in particular does. I just want to see what she's gonna do. That's all. That's all I want to see. I want to see what she's gonna do. Okay, we've been sitting here messing with girls this whole time. But I just wanted to check in because I didn't get to watch all of the costumes. I never got to see them. But now I think I've got everything together to finally move on. Thailand will be crowning their Miss Universe candidate, I do believe, tomorrow or today, depending on where you live in in the world. Thailand is crowning on the 30th. So as of my calendar, I'm in the 29th. But I do believe in Thailand, it's nighttime. So they should be crowning within the next 16 hours, crowning their Miss Universe candidate. And I think most of us are hoping for number 16, though number 18 is a high favorite and 31. So we'll see. Why is everybody saying 28 for costume? Why are we? Why is everybody saying 28? Did I see 28? Why are you guys telling me 28? Why are you saying that? I didn't think it was that serious. It's 27. The goddess of spoons and foils right there. Okay. Why are you saying 28? Oh, because we talked about this one in the last live stream because people were saying that some people were upset with her about her depiction of Mary, which it is Mary and not Magdalene, but some of the more super religious people were upset. And I personally was like, there's, as a Christian or anything, there shouldn't be an issue with her depiction because it's an inspiration, not an accurate historical depiction. Also, it's not a disrespectful depiction. It's not like she's depicting Mary in a bikini bra or a belly dancer's outfit or something. Like she's paying homage to a religion that she's a part of and giving representation on stage of it. So there's nothing disrespectful about the woman's depiction. People are upset about the venue in which the depiction was done. Because I promise you, had she done this depiction anywhere other than a pageant stage, no one would have cared. But the fact that some people just don't like pageantry is the problem. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. But be mad at pageantry. Don't be mad at this girl and her depiction of a very beautiful, Mary. Because this is a 100% respectful depiction of Mary. Y'all are just mad at the venue. That's it. That's all. Y'all are just mad at the venue because this costume is honestly really good. And they should be really happy that this girl has the amount of confidence that she does to display her religious values in front of the public. That's awesome. I saw somebody say 35. I don't know why we're doing 35, but I'll go back. This costume is huge. Oh my God. She's got like candles or something on it. It's lit. She's a candelabra. She's a chandelier. Where? 35. What is happening there? That one's cool too. She's got a whole city on it. I like that. That one's creative. That's true creativity right there. She's got a whole village on her. She's carrying a village. That's cool. Get back here. You left too fast. We see birds. What? Oh, that's 34. Stop it, CJ. You always want my attention. Yeah, I do like that one. Honestly, yeah, you can see that. It's meant to display agriculture from her city, and that's so obvious by her costume. That's what a costume's supposed to be. It should be obvious by looking at the costume, what it is, what it's representing, why it's there. That is the purpose. So, fantastic. That's good. That's how a costume's supposed to be done. We know what it means. We know what she's showing us, and it's super creative. Very good. I told you guys I wasn't ignoring Miss Supranational. I just wanted to make sure that they weren't going to. I don't want to sit down and do a whole reaction and then not be able to show you guys the reaction. So that's what I was concerned about when it came to Miss Supranational. I didn't want to I didn't want to do that whole video and then get it blocked, which is what happened to Vietnam. The Vietnam video got blocked from YouTube, which is why it's on Instagram. That's why I tell everybody to go on my Instagram, because that's where live stream announcements will happen over there. We do live streams on Instagram. I upload videos on Instagram. That's why I tell everybody to check there. But no, I'm not ignoring them. I wanted to watch it, but I didn't know if they were going to copyright strike me the way Vietnam did. And Miss Universe did it to me last year. That's why the Miss Universe reaction video from 2021 is on Instagram, not YouTube, because Miss Universe blocked it. And everybody always thinks, they're like, oh, you get to make money from reactions. I don't make money. Even the reactions that don't get blocked, I don't get money for those. Just so you know. They may not block you guys from seeing the video, but they will block any financial benefit that I would have had. So all the reaction videos that are up on my channel, the monetization is taken by those organizations. Just so you know, because people love to just be in the comment section. You just like making money off the Philippines. I hate to break it to you, but I don't. If I make a reaction video, typically the organization is going to snatch all that monetary, all that finances, whatever YouTube pays out. I don't get it. If you didn't know, which is why I tend to get real snappy with people when they accuse me of making money. Don't accuse me of making money that I don't get to make. That's not fair. If you were getting mad at me for money that I did make, then I wouldn't care either way. But then I would just be like, yeah, okay, whatever. But whatever. But you don't get to get mad at me for something that I don't even get to have myself. I don't think so. Not at all. Yes, I am going to go to the gym and do all of my working and all that stuff. And I will be waiting for Miss Universe Thailand to crown their queen. And I likely will do a reaction to their competition because I know that they're going to let me. I know that the likelihood of Thailand blocking the video is pretty slim to none. So I think they're going to be okay with me actually doing a reaction. So I'm planning on doing one. I'm going to be heartbroken if they actually do block it, but I don't think that they will. And then Supranational is on the list because I do think that they are going to let me make a reaction and not block me. Because if you see that I don't do a reaction, it's likely because I'm being careful about getting copyright struck, because editing an hour-long or even 45-minute reaction and having to insert all the video clips and everything is time consuming. And then you just spent a whole day or a whole 2-3 days editing this video and then you can't post it. Imagine working for 3 days and then finding out that you're not going to get I already know I'm not going to get paid. That's the thing. When I do reactions, I already know I'm not going to get any money. So obviously that's not the point, which is what I've been telling people forever. It's not the point. But what will upset me is if I make a whole video and then you guys don't get to see it. Because that was the point. If I make a video, it's meant to be seen. So if I don't get to show it with anybody, if I don't get to share, my enthusiasm of different contestants or my surprise of who won or who didn't win, if I don't get to share it, then what was the point of doing all that I did? What's the point? That drives me insane when I don't get to share stuff with you guys, because you're my pageant friends. We talk about everything. So it's preventing me from talking with my friends about something that I like, and it sends me up a wall. So I'm hoping none of that happens to me anymore. Sometimes it does, but we're hoping not. So I will be seeing the Miss Universe Thailand queens in less than a day, just a few hours. They should be ready for crowning. In the meantime, I am going to go to the gym and put my rice away and make lunch and all that normal world stuff. And thanks to everybody who's watching this back in the future. If you missed the live stream, I'm so sorry, but keep an eye out for future live streams. I just wanted to talk about the Miss Universe Thailand competitors before they crown one of them, because I made a favorites list. I wanted to talk about it, you know? Okay, everybody off. Well, a lot of you need to go to bed because I know you're in Asian countries and you're supposed to be sleeping right now because it's the middle of the day for me. You should be sleeping. So thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. And I will be back to talk to you in different videos and of course live streams and Zooms, because Discord people, we need to talk. So much drama going on in there. So we'll be having some discussions. But you guys